Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingles.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingles here. You're listening to the Building Fortunes radio show with Coach Gaymon. Coach Gaymon, this is actually his radio show. He's been here with us for most of 2024, actually maybe even a little bit before then, and we've been talking about a whole bunch of things relative to successfully building home-based businesses. And I think we have our special guest. Does Coach Gaymon, does Mark come from a 704 area code?
Yes. No,
I think
he's
that's him. So I
703.
think 703. Oops. Okay, so we're going to mute out 704 for just a second. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, 704. So we are here live on Building Fortunes Radio, and we do the Coach Gaymon radio show every Monday at noon Eastern time. Sometimes Coach and I do it ourselves, and sometimes we have a special co-host. His name is Mark Stevens, and I think he was on his way in, but somebody called in from a 704. So sorry, 704. I just kind of muted you out. But we're here to talk about whatever Coach Gaymon wants to talk about. Coach has been around the network marketing and home-based business arena for decades. He's actually carved out a very successful career and lifestyle as a result of that. And his first name is Preston. Last name is Gaymon. For those people that want to look him up on our Building Fortunes Radio site, Coach, most people know how to spell that, but C-O-A-C-H, and then Gaymon is G-A-Y-M-O-N. You'll be able to find this as well as the previous radio shows on this. And as a result of that, we've been talking about a company called Engage Global. We've been talking about the wonderful products they've had. We've had great guest hosts. Beth Sturdivant was here. She's got an amazing story about radiation and damages and how this product line has helped her significantly. We've had, of course, Mark Stevens, who's been here as well, and we've had some other guests too. But today we're kind of waiting for Mark to come in, and Coach and I can certainly fill up this space on a holiday week. This is a weird one for some people because Christmas Eve, which is celebrated by a lot of people, and Christmas Day are on a Tuesday and Wednesday. Probably the most awkward days if you're looking for productivity if you're an employee. If you're an employer-minded person, maybe like a home-based business person, this is an excellent week because all those people that can't figure out productivity are home or they're on vacation time. There's a lot of people that have vacations during this time as well. So these 2 weeks, the week of Christmas and New Year's Day, are maybe perhaps some of the quote-unquote luckiest and or best days of or weeks of the year because you catch people home that normally aren't. So having said that, Coach Gaymon, thanks for being here on your own radio show.
Hey, thanks a lot, Peter. I appreciate you being the producer of the Coach Gaymon show. And the Coach Gaymon show is dedicated to sharing with people the information about how to not only improve health, but to maintain health. And if they're so desire, we'd like to show them some very simple ways to even produce more income from home. And with the current year coming up, 2025, I think people are going to need both of those. You know, somebody asked me this morning, Peter, what do I want for Christmas? I said, I already have it. You know, I have a good health and my mind is clear and I have a great business that is, you know, that I love to share with other people to help them overcome some of their challenges. So really, I have to just wake up with that kind of mindset. Really, I have everything that I already need. Things can only get better. But anyway, I'd like to share with those that are listening, Engage Global. I've been in the health industry since 1976, and I made quite a bit of money with other projects. Some have lasted up to 25 and 30 years in residual income. But I'm really excited not for the money per se, and the money is great in Engage Global, but what's more important to me is the credentials of the person who crafted these products, and also the company that helps, is the delivery system for these products. So these products were crafted by the first PhD in biological radiation. His name is Dr. Kedar Prasad. Dr. Prasad his homeland is India. As a small child, he was, he comes from the lower classes, which is called the untouchables in India. And, nutrition wasn't one of the priorities based on money down there because things were very tight for him as a young boy coming up. But his father saw how prolific his mind was, that he had a very advanced mind. So as a child, his father put aside some money, and he gave him a home schooling. He gave him tutors such as, in science, math, the STEM categories, science, math, engineering, and those things. And as a small child, he really absorbed this information. So by the time he went to high school, he was 12. He started in the 9th grade. And because of his lower class in the society, he couldn't complete a full education there. So he came to the United States. And in 1963, after he enrolled in the colleges here, he finished his PhD in 2.5 years and became the first PhD in biological radiation. Well, that particular credential really caught my interest because by being in marketing all these years, I've never seen anybody with those levels of credentials. I've seen marketers and, most companies are backed by marketers and people in the marketing arena, but not the scientific. They weren't scientists as such as Dr. Prasad is. And being the first in anything is always a great honor. Products, Engage Global's products, which are called microdaily EMF products, came to the attention of the Defense Department after 9/11. And that's significant because the Department of Defense, they protected I'm a veteran myself, they protected us pretty well on the outside with the equipment that we use and different items to avoid the external things that might be in the environment that could cause us harm. But they didn't have anything that could protect us from the inside out, from radiation, from boosting the immune system and keeping the inside working in a proper manner until they came across Dr. Prasad. They saw that he was working on his formulas at that time. He's doing the crafting of these formulas, and after several meetings with him, they found out that these were the very products that they needed to protect the military troops from all these forces that could damage the inside of their bodies, and they gave him a $24 million contract to help fully develop these products, and that's what they did, and it was in the inventory of the government for several years until the contract expired. So now, to our enjoyment, these products are available to us as civilians. And so once somebody introduced these products to me, I immediately started to use these products. Money wasn't the primary issue at the time with me, but I had some issues with I had the neuropathy in all 10 toes. My vision wasn't as clear as it is now. I have glaucoma, and I was having burning of the eyes, watering of the eyes, and I had these. I didn't understand what they were at first, but I had floaters that were so big. I mean, I just didn't know what they were, and they were in Technicolor. And after using these products and absorbing these products to my system for at least 90 days, all of those issues subsided, and that really gave me the excitement about that. I knew that we had something that was really, really special, because Dr. Prasad, not only did he put these in a certain formula and quantity, and that were very, very specific, but he made them in such a small size that these elements could go right through, and these are all natural elements, could go right through the brain barrier and get right to the heart of the problem, in those organs where the deterioration was taking place. And that's why I got such quick results within those 90 days. As a matter of fact, once I started using on a regular basis the hydro, which you could, the original formula, the EMF formula came in capsule form until Dr. Prasad gave us a choice of either using the capsule form or the powdered form, which is just a little sleeve of the nutrients, and you just put those in water, and they would work even faster because they would, in the liquid form, they go right into the bloodstream. As a small testimony, a couple of weeks ago, I found myself one evening coming down with a small cold. My eyes were starting to itch. My nasal passage was closing up, and then I started to sneeze. I knew that was a cold coming on, so I immediately got 3 ounces of water. I put the hydro powder into that water, shook it up. Tastes really great, too. It's almost like a lemonade. And immediately, this is amazing to me, and I've been using these products almost 3 years. Amazing to me, as soon as I swallowed that liquid, the cold subsided and was gone. The symptoms were gone immediately. That really blew my mind, as the young people say. So these products, they work, especially they work fast. They're guaranteed to work. The proviso is we must get these products and have them in our system, at least give it 90 days, because a lot of damage that has occurred over the years from eating, the things that the body really is hard to absorb. It took time for these things that are giving us problems now to build up. So Dr. Prasad said, give it at least 90 days. That was the first proviso. And he also said, to make it fair to these products, don't use any other elements, any other things that you're using, natural things that you're using, because it would be hard to determine exactly where your relief is coming from. So those are the two things that I did exactly what he said. I even doubled up. Instead of once a day taking a couple of the nutrients, I would double up, and I got quick results. So that's what we're using here. They're called Engage Global Products. I'm especially excited about, like I said, Dr. Prasad, because he's a true scientist, the first in his field. I'm excited about the company that he brought these products to, because there are a lot of companies out there, but he had to find a company that suited his way of doing things. He's a humanitarian, and he keeps with the oath of only doing good, and it's not ever money first. It's all about doing good, and also to correct those things that he knows that are in the public arena that are doing bad. So he's always creating better products all the time and making better products even greater. Dr. Prasad will be 90 years old this coming January. I remember that because his birthday is on the 9th. My birthday is on the 5th. The big difference between Dr. Prasad and I is that I'll just be turning 78 and he'll be turning 90. And he really looks like a man in his early or to mid 60s. He just came back from a trip in India. I mean, how many 90-year-olds are still traveling the world? So that's a little bit about the company and Dr. Prasad. And Peter, did Mark ever show up yet?
Not yet.
Is Mark there?
But we could do. No, he is not here. But we can do a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back. So for those people listening in, if you want to try to text him or call him, you can. I'll kind of carry the show until you come back if you want to reach out to him.
Yeah, do that for me, and I'll see, because I want the people to understand once we get into the business aspect of Engage, how
go get him.
they will. Let me go get him. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we'll be back. So we're going to do this. We're going to play a little commercial on the Coach Gaymon radio show on Building Fortunes Radio Network. We do this every Monday at noon. So for those people that are listening in, you'll be able to hear previous radio shows. If you go to buildingfortunesradio.com and then search for Coach Gaymon, you'll be able to hear this as well as all the previous radio shows. So I'm going to play a little commercial, and we'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or service, then you should check out PMMarketing's NetworkLeads.com. Just visit www.networkleads.com. For over 18 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build their home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training. If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, NetworkLeads.com can help. To learn more, visit www.networkleads.com. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, MLM training, humongous blogs, the humongous classified ad network, Building Fortunes Radio, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. And now, back to our show.
And we are back. Peter Mingles here. We run the Building Fortunes Radio Network. We have Coach Gaymon here. He's been super successful in home-based business, and for many years, he's been working at a company called Engage Global. We've met him as a result of this, and we're kind of engaging back into that. So they have a really cool product line. Beth Sturdivant, I'm going to mute out Coach Gaymon for just 1 second. He's on the phone with Mark Stevens, I think. So we have been doing this radio show for a number of months on the benefits of building home-based businesses, tax advantages, as well as the potential health advantages without making any claims, FDA, and FTC, about the benefits of taking advantage of this product line. So I know he's had some really great experiences. Beth's experiences have been exceptional. And for those people looking for either a great home-based business, wonderful experiences as far as products are concerned, they want to check out Engage Global. So you want to work with Coach Gaymon. Coach Gaymon is here, and we're going to see if he was able to find Mark.
Okay, I got a call into Mark. Okay. Peter, I have a call into Mark, so we'll see what happens. Okay, but in the meantime, you just mentioned Beth Sturdivant. She's really has a fantastic, this is another thing to help me make my decision when I started looking at these products. Beth, who is a middle-aged person, she was living in a house at that time. This is about a few years ago, but they were spraying around her house with these chemicals, and they also there was a big tower, radiation tower in the back of her house, and those things affected her to the point that she became like a 2-year-old child. She had to be she had to be retained in a dark room for over 2 years, and at that time, spending her own money and the people around her who was assisting her, spending her own money, she spent up to $200,000 searching for a way to reduce that deterioration that had happened in her mind because of those chemicals that were sprayed around her house. I mean, she searched high and low, and then there was someone, just like I'm mentioning to you today, mentioned to her, have you taken a look at Dr. Prasad's microdaily nutrients? And, have nothing to lose. She took a look at those, really studied the materials. These are the most studied products that are on the market, and she looked over his literature. He had done over 35 textbooks, and 35 books, and half were textbooks. So she was really amazed by the information that she ran into, and she decided to start using his nutrients. And it wasn't within a year or two, I think it was less than a year, she came back to full normalcy. And we'll have her as a guest again to share with you all her personal testimony. But that was really amazing what happened to this young lady. Today, Beth is thriving. She's well. Her family's well, and she introduces this has become her mission, and she shares with all that are open for the information. Mark Stevens doesn't look like he's going to show up today, but I'd really like to say a little bit. We've talked about the product, but there's also a great opportunity that's available to anyone who's wants to take a look at a home-based business. And the reason why I like to have Mark explain to you why this is so important, because most people, those that are in business know, but most who are not in business don't know that unless you have a home-based business, you're otherwise throwing away right out the window as such up to 33% of your taxes back to the government because you don't have a simple home-based business. And in this case, Engage Global, to set up such a business it only requires $50 to save up to 33% in tax. I think that's even without even thinking about making any money, you've already saved money. And I always say saving money is good as making money. So I would suggest to everyone, get in touch with us. My number, if you'd like to speak to me personally, is 240-524-2486 to either discuss the benefits of microdaily nutrients or the benefits, how to set up your own home-based business, or there are some people that would like to engage in both. If you like to, go further with this, just give me a call at 240-524-2486, and I will take time and give you all the information, videos, or whatever you need. Let me also say that you can go to my website and you can learn more about what we're doing. Go to CoachGaymon.com, and there's a free download on how to start your own home business there, and you can get on my mailing list. Another way to get to know about the products themselves, just go to health. Just go to my health site, and you can take a look at our products there. Right now, to you this way, go to healthisyourwealth.com. Healthisyourwealth.com, and take a look at the product line. But anyway, call me and we can talk further about whatever your needs are, whether it's health, wealth, or both. All right. With that being said, we want to wish everybody a happy New Year. And like we're saying here, we can get a lot of things under control before they even start to happen in a negative way. Most people are thinking negative about the ensuing things that may happen in 2025. But we have some answers here. We have the answers for health and wellness, and to me, that is the best present that we can give you during these holiday season. What would you say the best gift that we can share right now, Peter?
Well, most of the stuff that you had under, if you celebrate Christmas, most of the stuff that you had under last year's Christmas tree, you probably can't remember, or you probably don't use. So the reality is that Christmas presents are great, but most of the times they're not as useful, if you will, long term. So one of the best things you could do is put yourself in a business. There's several reasons why. You have about a week. If everything that you buy for your business between now and the end of the year will count as a legitimate business tax deduction. So this is the time, if you're going to pay taxes, January starts the new year. By April 15th, you'll be paying taxes on the stuff or getting a refund for the stuff that you did now. So the reality is that this is the best time of year to give yourself the gift of a business or someone else as well. So if you're helping somebody get started, that's a gift for them they can't claim it if you're helping them get started. But the reality is the gift of having something that you can build and learn from and benefit from is huge. So that's probably the best gifts I think you could do during the holiday times. And you'll remember it, especially in your better health and maybe even in your pocketbook.
Yep, like I said, I tell people, Peter, your health is your real wealth. You know, by living in the capitalistic society that we're living in, there's so much emphasis put on money. Money is being your real wealth. But actually, if you really do a little research, you'll see that our dollar bill literally is only worth pennies on the dollar. So health is our real wealth. And I tell people, if you have the means to take care of your health with such nutrients as we have here, don't think about holding on to that money first. Think about holding on to your health, because if you don't hold on to your health, it will require you using most of your money and time trying to regain that health. So here we have with Dr. Prasad how he's fashioned such great products that you can be just like he is at 90 years old. He has the health of a man probably a third less than his physical age. So health is something that you want to, if a lot of times our young people think that they're already healthy, but if you understand what's happening in the news, a lot of these young people, 20 and 30 years old, are starting to have the diseases of their parents or the grandparents because of the way that they're eating from these fast food places. They are buying food that has GMOs, which have no nutrition at all. They're just bulking up with bulk and not nutrition, which is why Dr. Prasad crafted these products to not only repair the gut, because death begins in the gut. It's just like your car. If you're driving your car and they hit a bump and the gas started to leak out, what would you do? Would you fix the leak, or would you put more gas in the car? Well, let's fix that leak, and that's what these products will do. It will fix the leaky gut. It will kill the parasites that crave the sugar. A lot of times we can't lose weight. It's because these parasites are craving that sugar, and of course, that's just feeding the parasites. But once you start using Dr. Prasad's products, you will patch the gut, kill the parasites, and now the nutrition that our products are providing you will get fully neutralized with these. You will get full nutrition, and the benefits of that nutrition, because now you're retaining those. They're working quickly by going through the blood barrier right into the organs, and this is why we're getting such quick results. But as I said before, the proviso is give these products 90 days to work and to correct and to saturate your cells, because whatever you eat is what you become. So become if you want health, good health, become that with these nutrients. Whatever your mind accepts, that's what it will be. So become that healthy person that you want to be in 2025 by putting in, as you would in that car, good gas with no leaks. You want to put good nutrition in your body that do not leak out, but obtain and go right to the point of revitalizing your body, so we can actually start to grow younger, as Dr. Prasad is growing younger all the time. But it's all about whether we're going to use our food for our medicine, and let medicine become our food, and not let food become just something to. So this is the way we want to go. This is what we will be sharing with you throughout the year. Let me make this final announcement. Like I said, if you want to take a look at our products, go to the sites that we mentioned. And also, we will have a special pop-up meeting tonight at 7. because Dr. Prasad has looked at what is out there on the open market, and a lot of these weight loss products are harming people. And, of course, as I said before, his quest is to always do good. So he's come up with a revolutionary weight loss program. It's going to be a game changer because it goes directly to the problem, and it's very effective. In the test group that they've been using, people have been healthily losing up to 2 to 5 pounds a week. His product line will move the bulk out and will also go to the heart of the problem of why people are retaining weight. So I'm very excited about that. It's a good year to be announcing that. This product will be available in February, but you can start to get the information now. I'm going to put out a memo for all those who are on my site or on my contact list. I will be putting out tonight where you can come and listen to more information by Dr. Prasad about how this weight loss, his weight loss formula is going to be a game changer. It's going to be a disruptor. So look forward to that. Again, if you want to know more about that, give me a call at 240-524-2486. Get your free download at CoachGaymon.com. And that's what we'd like to share with you today. Anything else you would like to say, Peter, before we close?
Nope. Just happy holidays for those people celebrating holidays. We'll be back next week after Christmas, so we'll be back and take advantage of the stuff that we referenced on this radio show. So if you want to hear them again, go to buildingfortunesradio.com. You can do /Coach Gaymon, or you can just go to CoachGaymon.com and be able to hear this as well as the previous radio shows. And, Coach, thanks for being here. Merry Christmas. And we'll see everybody next week on Building Fortunes Radio.
Go to the site for the products, Food for Health, foodforhealth.com.
Foodforhealth.com, and that's the number 4. We'll see everybody next time. Thanks, everyone.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingles. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.